Being sexually harassed, undervalued, passed over for promotion, and other discriminating treatments unfortunately remain some of the problems women still face at the workplace nowadays, regardless of the field they work in. However, in the male-dominated fields, such as mining engineering, the experiences can feel a lot more palpable. This is especially true in countries such as Indonesia, where traditional gendered roles are still the norms. Hi, my name is Angela. I'm from Indonesia and I've been working in the mining industry since 2004. Growing up in a family of 4, I was raised by a strong woman. My mother breathed, lived, and practiced the idea of women empowerment long before it became a hype in the country. However, right after high school at the age of 17, I moved to the capital city Jakarta for my undergraduate study. It was during this time when I lived miles away from familiar face that I had to turn to myself as my own role model. I studied really hard during 4 years and graduated with the second highest GPA across all graduates. After getting my undergraduate degree in Jakarta, I went on to work on site with TIS, Indonesia's largest client, Kaltim Prima Coal. My first role as a graduate mining engineer there is perhaps one of the most memorable experiences I've had. Being the only on-site female engineer at that time, I experienced firsthand the typical challenges a female engineer often faces. This experience later shapes my understanding of what's lacking in such environment. I realized that there was also a language and cultural barrier that employees whose first language is not English and who didn't grow up in the Western culture like me had to overcome. Late 2006, I moved to Australia to pursue a master's degree in Wollongong University. I've been living in this country for 14 years now. I've worked in the 3 different companies from a junior level to my new upcoming position as a lead site scheduler at BMA Gonyala Riverside Mine. I'm also a mother of 2 and currently the primary breadwinner for my family of 4. My journey hasn't been easy. There's been trying moments that tested my resilience, but I realized how rich life truly is and how richer it can still be made. Balancing life between work and family is never easy for a woman. Since my husband's health diagnosis beginning of this year, he becomes a stay-at-home dad and look after the children, while the role of the breadwinner of the family shifted to me. Although there are times that I wish I could spend more time with my family, but I welcome this stage of my life and the challenges that come with it. I've always wanted to leave a long-lasting positive legacy to whomever I meet in life and wherever I go. I realize that each one of us can be a great influence to those around us. I have a clear vision of how things should get done, and I have a capability to put it into a tangible mission to make it happen. The harder the journey is, the more motivating it is for me. It's what makes me take the challenge. I see every bit of it like a goal. I use them for my stepping stone to aim what is not possible. I realized that one way to leave positive legacy to people around me is by being involved in various non-profit activities that benefit the needy. So last year, teaming up with several of my colleagues, I took part in the fundraising program Fred Hollis Foundation by participating in the 35-kilometer walk. By the end of the day, we raised $2,750 in total and we gained a valuable teamwork experience. Earlier this year, in an event to raise awareness of mental health, we also participated in the push-up challenge. Witnessing firsthand how seriously important yet misunderstood this issue of mental health, I look forward to engaging myself more in such an event. Last but not last, as many scientists all across the world race to find an effective vaccine for COVID-19, I did my small bit of taking part in the clinical trial that was done by the University of Queensland and the Queensland government. Valuing diversity and promoting inclusion is an ethical imperative for a sustainable business. I realize there are growing numbers of females that have come through business support functions such as lawyers, accountants, and human resources. This is good, but not enough. We should not be held back from pursuing our full talents, from contributing our potential to the society. Since the beginning of my career as a mining engineer, I have encountered only few females working in a similar technical role. Whenever I have the opportunity to work closely with other female employees, I embrace it as my way of creating a bigger impact and building trust. I believe that when trust exists, it is easier to encourage other women to be always positive and keep making efforts to reach for their dreams. Building trust is also my principle when it comes to mentoring. I prefer to encourage other women or friends through a friendship where they get to see on a personal level how we get things done, how we tackle everyday challenge, how we think and operate, how we lead others, and many other positive things that can influence their behavior. When they see me not only at work but also in my personal life, walking the talk, I hope that my words of encouragement will have a more enduring effect. In Indonesia, where traditional gendered roles are still the norm, majoring in a male-dominated field such as mining engineering is something which is quite unthinkable for majority of female students. Not only did I face various forms and degrees of biases and expectations throughout my career, I also faced technical challenges which non-English native speakers typically experience. The huge difference of negotiation and speech style in the East and West culture posed another obstacle that I had to overcome. However, it is my belief that to rise with a challenge goes hand in hand with overcoming insecurity and being fully comfortable with our vulnerabilities. After nearly 3 years employment with TEAS, I have resigned to pursue a senior role with BMA. It has been in my career mapping strategy to progress myself further up whenever the opportunity arises. I'll be starting with BMA as a lead site scheduler at one of their coal mine sites, Gunyala Riverside Mine, on the 19th of October.
The BMA Gunyala Riverside Open Cut Coal Mine is part of the BHP Billiton Mitsubishi Alliance and owns and operates the Hay Point Coal Terminal. Located 30 kilometres north of the rural township of Moranbah, the BMA Gunyala Riverside Mine is by anyone's standards a big operation.
I very much look forward to this opportunity as a part of my career progression. This role definitely offers more discretion and responsibilities that I have been wanting to have, as well as an opportunity to put into practice my leadership skill, which I hope will help create a better change for my team and the business. I am a lifelong learner and I welcome change. I feel the need to constantly learn something new for the betterment of the future. For 6 months, I've taken a leadership course with Women in Leadership Australia, both online and offline, during which we were assigned a project that involved our employers. My project focused on researching the lesson learned about the leadership behavior required for TEAS Technical Services Department to be globally successful. I presented it at the end of the course. I enjoyed it through and learned a great deal from it. In June 2019, I graduated with a satisfactory result, which reflects my effort during the program. Looking back, I realized that the course has allowed me to learn about leadership from a different perspective. This is my story, and thank you very much for your time.